In August last year, I broke the talus bone in my ankle, and I was in a cast for 20 weeks, so almost 5 months. So I lost a lot of fitness and muscle mass over that time. So coming back from that, I had to really focus on progressing, not training too hard and overloading my body or my ankle or my muscles. So I'm still recovering from that now. I still see quite a weakness on the right side of my body. So I'm using the KICKR SNAP to help that build the muscle back up and help smooth out my pedaling again. Hopefully that's going to pay off, and my season in this race, the women's tour, will be beneficial and help to progress for the second half of the season. My first race being back in the peloton was difficult. The girls were saying that it was probably the hardest race they'd done all year, so that wasn't great, but it was really great to be there and be part of the team and finally be racing again. I'd spent 3 months preparing to be racing, so I was a little bit hesitant that I was going to be nervous in the peloton, just because when you have such a big crash you tend to be a bit wary, but I felt that that wasn't really an issue. But Flèche, it's probably the hardest one-day race you can do, so I was definitely thrown into the deep end, but it was really great to be there and do my first World Tour race. So now when I'm training on the KICKR SNAP, I sometimes vary between, if the weather's bad, I'll do a really hard session on it with intervals or time trial efforts. My coach includes double days, so I'll go out on the road and then come in and do specific intervals. They're good to do when you're doing 10 minutes or 20 minutes, because if you're out on the road or you have a roundabout or traffic lights, it's hard to always get that in. So it's nice to just have, when you're in an environment where you don't have to worry about the traffic or cars and nothing can disrupt your effort, so it's really good to have that. So when we're warming up for efforts or for an individual time trial, like on the Saturday just gone, we did a race in Germany with an individual time trial in, so we all used it before, and we all have specific warm-ups that we focus on. Mine's 20 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on if I want to warm up a bit more if the course is really difficult. And I use that just to warm up the muscles or get mentally prepared for it. We're able to use the Wahoo app, which can do the resistance, so depending on what efforts we want to do, we can set the resistance. And as well, if we're cooling down after the effort, we can make the resistance lower, so it's really easy to pedal.